Hey friends, welcome in. My name is Mikaela and this is MIKMILL, a place where we get to connect with each other through practices of yoga, Pilates, and mindfulness. Welcome to day 12 of our 30 to 30 January challenge. Today's practice is a 20-minute yoga Pilates flow. So we are combining the two modalities of movement into one lovely fluid class. Okay, the elements of yoga are going to be more like a Vinyasa style practice where one shape and one posture just blends into the next. And then when we find elements of Pilates in this class, it's typically if we're in a shape and then we add in some full range movement or little pulses, just repetition of the movement to invite a bit more strength into the body. Okay, so lots of expansion, lots of strength. You get a good combination of both in this practice today. And of course, elements of mindfulness. Just stay connected to your breath, stay connected to why you're here and why you're showing up today. If you're gonna follow along to the playlist, I've linked it below and I'll hop on the mat and see you there. Okay, here we are. Let's hit play on the playlist if you're following along. And we're all gonna start in a seated position with your feet right in front of you. Have your knees bent, reach your arms right out in front of you. Spread your fingers wide, palms of the hands face one another. Good, take an inhale and exhale. Now start to tuck your chin into chest and roll your spine down slow. Feel that C-shaped curve into the spine, all the way down. Stretch your legs out long, reach your arms up overhead, big breath in. As you exhale, start to reach your arms up towards the ceiling, tuck your chin into chest, roll up really slow for 5. Keep that spine rounded, it's 4, 3, 2, now lift up tall spine, inhale, exhale, tuck the chin into chest, round your spine, roll down slow for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let the head and shoulders rest, let your arms land into a cactus shape. Close the eyes if it feels good for you. Take a big inhale through the nose. Breathe in, expand. And a big exhale. Welcoming yourself here into your movement practice today. Can you start to bring your knees in towards your chest? Hold on to your kneecaps or your shins and just move your body a little bit, whatever feels good for you. So maybe it's a rock side to side. Maybe it's drawing circles around with your knees, maybe opening and closing through the legs, feeling into the hips and to your low back. Good, big breath in and a big breath out. Amazing. Now let your legs land at center. Open the arms into a cactus shape and then have the legs in a 90-degree bend, okay? So your knees are stacked over top of the hips. Big inhale. As you exhale, drop the legs over just a few inches to the right side. Good. Now squeeze, lift back up through to center. Slow and steady. Inhale, legs drop a few inches to the left side. Exhale, go shh to bring it back through center. Good. Inhale, legs to the right. Use that shush breath. Shh. Rib cage wraps in, bringing the legs to center. Drop the legs a few inches to the left. Exhale, squeeze, lift back through center. Now just one more each side. Really try to focus on that shush breath as you guide the legs through center. It's going to help to use those muscles of your deep core. Feeling a bit of a massage throughout the spine as well here. Good. Now slowly drop your legs all the way to the right side and let them land here. A passive shape, so there's no force, there's no effort, just letting your body land in this spinal twist. Take a really deep inhale. Feel that openness across your chest and a big exhale. Awesome. Now from here, if you'd like, you're going to try to engage that core and slowly lift the legs through center, wrapping the rib cage inward. Breathe in, exhale, melt the legs over to the left side. Yeah, dropping them down and just letting your body rest where it wants to be. 2 breaths. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Now think about wrapping the sides of your torso towards the midline of your body. Maybe squeeze the inner thighs together. Slowly lift the legs up through center. Good, nice. Now bring your hands to your knees and take your knees out wide, holding this nice stretch into the hips. You can also create a bit more of an opening here if you'd like. Reach your arms inside of your legs, grab the outer edges of your feet, and stacking your ankles somewhat over top of the knees. So both variations are lovely. You just feel into what's appropriate or what is necessary for your body today. Breathe in and breathe out. Good stuff. Now can you gently bring your feet down to the mat and keep your knees bent. Feet are going to be grounded. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Elbows are going to stay nice and wide. Take a big inhale through the nose. Feel the rib cage open out laterally to the sides. Exhale, audible shush breath. Shh. Feeling the rib cage knit in towards the midline of your center. Good. One more. Breathe in, breathe in. Inhale. Ribs expand front and side. Exhale. Shh. Nice, drawing everything inward. So using that breath to help keep everything stable into your core. Take another breath in. As you exhale, lift head and shoulders up and lift your right leg up to a tabletop. Inhale to lower everything back down. Left side slow. Exhale to lift up slow. Your knee stacks over the hip. Inhale to lower it down a little quicker. 3, 2, 1, we go. Exhale and inhale. That's a little quicker. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Good. Lift, lower, lift, lower. So it's a little bit of an ab curl paired with a march of the legs. You don't have to lift your head and shoulders up too high, but make sure your head stays heavy in your hands. Go exhale, inhale. It's a shh, breathe in, shh, breathe in, and make sure the knee stops right directly over top of the hip. We'll go for 10. Breathe, 9, breathe, 8. So good. 7. You've got 6. Keep your chest up in 5. Both feet stay down in 4. 3, 2, 1. Now lift head and shoulders up. Keep your feet grounded. Reach right hand for right ankle. A little bit of a crunch into the right side. Bring it back to center. Left hand for left ankle. Bring it back to center. We go right, center, left, center. Good. Just 10. Use your breath. Shh. Inhale. 8. That's it. 7. Low belly draws to the spine. 6. We've got 5. You've got 4. 3, 2. At center. Now lift head and shoulders up. Lift both legs up to a tabletop. Reach and hold on behind your knees. Slight tuck of the chin into chest. Take a rock back. Rock forward and through to a tabletop position. Wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. We got it. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your tailbone, lift your chin. Big exhale, round through the spine, tuck your chin into chest. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, belly lowers, gaze goes up. And exhale to round, feel beautiful bit of space into the back body. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to a neutral spine in your tabletop. Reach your right leg back in behind you. Have it lifted so it's right in line with your hip. Now flex your foot. All we're gonna do is bend the knee, pulse it up, bring it down, extend. We go bend, lift, lower, extend. That's it. Bend, lift up 1 inch, lower down 1 inch, extend. Good. Try to keep that leg in line with your hip, especially when the leg goes straight. Okay, just 1 inch with that pulse. We go bend, lift, lower, extend. Good. Bend, lift, lower, extend. 2 more. Feeling into that hamstring, feeling into the glute. Last one. Bend, lift, lower, extend. Now tuck your left toes, hover your left knee off the mat, and reach your right leg up and back for a 3-legged down dog. Hips are level, right toes are pointing down to the mat. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. Slowly shift forward, bring your right knee through towards your chest and ground your foot up in between your hands. Good. Now keep the left fingertips down. Inhale to peel the right arm up and open. Find a nice big twist to the right side. Really activate through the legs. grounded heavy into the floor. Inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down to frame the front foot. Now look back at your left foot. Ground your left foot down to a 45-degree angle. So imagine your left toes are drawing a line to the top left corner of your mat. Reach the arms forward, rise up, find your Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Hip bones are pointing straight out in front of you. Inhale. Exhale, sweep the arms back in behind you and take a little hinge forward of the chest. Squeeze between the shoulder blades, rib cage wraps in. Hold here, strong in the legs. Now try to pulse your thumbs towards one another. Good, little squeeze, squeeze. Activation into the upper back for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You got 4, 3, 2, 1, reach it forward, rise up, Warrior 1, inhale, and exhale. You got this. Now straighten through the right leg, bring your hands to your hips, lengthen out through the spine, breathe in, exhale, hinge forward, as far as you want to go. Okay, keeping that triangle shape with the legs, guiding the right hip back so it's in line with the left, and equal weight distributed into both legs. You can stay right here. You might start to lower down a little bit more. Maybe hands come to frame that right foot. Good. Hold and breathe. Welcoming a beautiful stretch into that right hamstring, backside of the leg. Inhale and exhale. Awesome job. Now put a bend into your right knee. Step the left foot up to meet the right. Bend both knees, hinge the hips back, reach the arms forward and lift your chest, finding a chair pose, Utkatasana. Arms can be up overhead, or you can bring prayer hands right in front of your chest. Take an inhale. Exhale, sink down 1 inch. Inhale to stand up, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, forward fold, melt it down. Take a breath here, in and out. Find a halfway lift. Inhale, hands to shins, create length in the spine. Exhale, fold, hands ground down. Step 1 foot back and then the next, finding your high plank. Now you can stay on the toes as always, or you can bring it down to the knees. It's your choice. I'm gonna bring it down to my knees because we have a little tricep push-up here. If that's where you wanna be, meet me here, friends. Bend your elbows lower halfway and press back up. Good. Lower halfway and press back up. If this is too much, bring your knees right under your hips. Little bend, elbows point back and extend. One more bend and extend. Wiggle your knees back if they're not there already. Lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale to lift your chest, baby cobra. So make sure there's hardly weight in the arms and the hands. There's a lot of strength in the back line of your body, keeping the chest lifted. And lower it all the way down. Awesome, stay right here. Inhale, lift the chest again, using strength in that posterior chain, all throughout the back line of the body. And lower it all the way down. One more, inhale to lift, hold. Option to lift the arms up to a cactus shape. Option to sweep the arms back alongside the body and lift the arms up 1 inch. Pulse, pulse, as the chest stays lifted. Good, just 10, 9, 8, 7. Really reach the fingertips for the toes. It's 5. Lower down slow in 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, hands beside the chest. Tuck the toes, push back to a tabletop. Hang out right here, wrists under shoulders, knees under the hips. And then extend your left leg back in behind you. Hold it here, your ankles in line with your hip. We're going to bend the left knee, lift it up 1 inch, lower down 1 inch, and extend a little quicker. Bend, lift, lower, extend. Bend, lift, lower, extend. That's it. Hello hamstring and hello booty. Length from the top of your head all the way down to your tailbone. Bend, lift, lower, extend. 2 more, bend, squeeze, down, extend. Last one. Awesome job. Now extend that left leg long, hold, tuck your right toes, hover your right knee off the mat, and then start to reach that left leg up and back behind you, feeling into that 3-legged down dog. Big breath in and a big breath out. slowly shift forward, left knee comes through to the chest, and ground your foot up in between your hands. Good, right fingertips stay down. Inhale, peel the left arm up and open, find a nice twist to the left side. Lift through the back side of your right knee. Good, open up the chest a little bit more, inhale. And exhale. Left hand comes down to frame your front foot. Ground your right heel down so your right toes are kind of turned out to 45 degrees. Reach the arms forward, rise on up. Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Imagine your feet are on railroad tracks, okay? There's a good amount of space between your feet, not a front heel to a back inner arch alignment. Now take a breath in. Exhale, hinge forward just a little bit. Sweep your arms back in behind you. Hold. Squeeze between the shoulder blades and try to pulse the thumbs towards one another. We go, squeeze, squeeze, pulse, pulse. Good. Finding that deep activation in the upper back space between the shoulder blades for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm starting to get nice and hot. Reach the arms forward, rise up, inhale, and exhale. Straighten through the left leg. Bring your hands to your hips, breathe in, exhale, start to hinge forward. As far as you want to go, so maybe it's more like a halfway lift here. Maybe you start to come down a little bit more, but drawing that left hip back in line with the right, and then ground into that right foot just as much as the left. Good, one more breath. Awesome, now bend into the left knee. Right foot comes up to meet the left. Bend your knees, come down into that Utkatasana, but bring hands right in front of your chest. Good, so now it's kind of like a chair pose, kind of like a squat. We're gonna find a little pulse here. Goes down, down, pulse, pulse. Something I really want you to think about here, your feet are right in line with the hips, and press into your feet, and then imagine you can stretch the mat out in opposite directions. Can you feel your outer thighs start to light up? Amazing. We're gonna stand up, lift the heels, squat down, ground the heels. In 3, 2, 1, we go. Lift, drop, lift, drop. Good, heels lift, sit it back. Heels lift, sit it back. Rise tall, hinge, rise tall, hinge. Arms can move with this. Yeah, sweep back, hands in front, just 5. It's only 4. You're here for 3. You got it, 2. Last 1, find that squat. Now inhale, reach up, gaze up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, forward fold, shake out the head. Welcoming that heart rate, a little pickup of it, hey? Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back. Find your plank of choice and lower all the way down to your belly, chaturanga. Inhale, lift your chest, baby cobra, hold. Exhale, lower the chest down. Good, we're gonna do this one once again. So inhale, lift the chest, hold. Maybe lift the arms up, hold. Low belly draws in towards the spine. Reach through the toes and lower it down. Maybe one more, inhale to lift. Maybe arms lift up. Maybe reach the arms back, fingertips reach towards your toes. Hold for 3, for 2, for 1, and lower everything down. Let one side of your face melt down. Bend your knees, little windshield wiper of your feet side to side, just to neutralize your spine. Inhale deeply and exhale fully. Let your legs drop down, hands beside your chest. Press on up, and then take your knees out wide, big toes to touch. Hips back to the heels, forehead melts down, landing and grounding into your child's pose. 2 deep breaths, welcoming in a sense of stillness, and just giving your body this last bit of time to integrate it all, to slow down, to recharge. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Lovely. Guide your hands under your shoulders. Start to peel on up. And then can you swivel over onto your right hip? Bring your right shin forward and bend your left knee as well. So it's almost like you have a 90-90 with the legs. Your right glute is probably going to feel grounded. If you have a little lift under the left glute like I do, no problem at all, okay? Hands can be on your knee, on your foot. Inhale, lift up through the chest. Exhale, start to hinge forward. You can bring the forearms down. You can just be on the hands, but giving your right glute, right hip a nice stretch. This is almost like a grounded version of a pigeon, and sometimes it feels real good. 2 breaths. Good, generous inhale and exhale. Start to rise back up. Bring your left leg forward. Cross it over top of the right thigh so your left foot grounds down. Good. Hug the left thigh in close to the chest. Breathe in. And exhale, twist to the left side. You might wrap your right arm around the left leg, and then maybe left fingertips are back and behind you, supporting the length in your spine as you hold this twist. Inhale. And exhale. You got it. Bring it back through to center. Just unwind the legs, swivel onto the left hip. Left shin is down, right shin grounded. Inhale. Exhale, hinge forward, melting down into that glute and hamstring and hip stretch. One more breath. Good, and lift all the way back up as you inhale. That right leg is gonna swivel forward, and then you ground your right foot just outside of that left thigh. Inhale to bring your chest close towards your thigh, and exhale, little twist to the right side. Left arm can wrap around that right leg. Right fingertips can just be back and behind you. We're holding here for one more breath. Inhale, and exhale. Bring it back through to center, and you can just finish with a cross-legged seat if you like. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands and arms melt down. Ooh, that felt so good. Thanks for being here. I'll see you tomorrow for day 13. Day 13 tomorrow. Have a lovely one. Catch you later.